and welcome back to the channel. Today we are staying in a new hotel. We're staying at the Hilton Buena Park Anaheim, and we're staying in a king 1-bedroom suite. So let's go take a look around. Here we are in the entryway slash living area space. As you can see, there is a light right by the door, which is pretty nice. There are light switches over here by the door as well, and that is where you're also going to find the thermostat, which we have found to be the hardest thermostat to jailbreak. Maybe even impossible, not quite sure, but we'll talk about the air conditioning in this room towards the end of the video. But yeah, you've got some plugs over here, not a whole lot of storage space. As we move a little further back, this is the hangout section of this suite. So you've got a TV, pretty large TV. I actually think it might be bigger than the one in the bedroom. A little mini fridge, some trash, and you've got a little bit of storage space underneath the TV as well. And then over here to the left, you have a big L couch, which I do believe pulls out to a additional bed in case you had kids that you wanted to stay here but you wanted to take the bedroom. I do believe this couch pulls out into a bed. We do have we have a couple lights that are over here to the left. There are more switches, and the blinds are actually automatic blinds, which was kind of interesting because none of the other blinds in this room are automatic, just this window. So we do have a pretty good view of Knott's Berry from this side, so we'll get to that towards the end of the video, and we'll show you all of the views that we have. Next up, we're going to go take a look at the hallway slash bathroom. Here we are in the long hallway that connects the living room to the bedroom and the bathroom, but there are a few features in this hallway that we wanted to point out. In the first little section, we do have some drawers, so you've got some drawer space here and down below. But this also slides and gives you additional drawer space over here. We do have a coffee maker, ice bucket, and ice cups. And this is also where you will find the mirror. Moving a little further back, this is the wardrobe closet, which is where you'll find hangers, safe, the luggage rack, and I believe a steamer as well. No iron in this one, you get a steamer. But yeah, the walkway is pretty well lit. One thing I will say about this half of the room and what isn't connected to the bedroom is everything is motion censored. So when you go hang out in the bedroom at night, it will automatically turn off all of the lights back here. After I think probably 15 to 20 minutes they go off. I didn't time it to the T, but that was roughly about the estimate that I would give it. Next up, we're gonna go take a look at the bathroom. Here we are in the bathroom. Now, one thing I will say is it does have a toilet closet, which is back behind this glass door, which actually gives me MGM vibes. If you wanna see that room tour, definitely go check it out below, because that room was a hot mess express. I feel like this was wasted space because when the door is open, it takes up a lot of space, and the toilet closet in and of itself is not very big. We do have a very large counter space, but I feel like there's a missed opportunity for a double sink over here. Instead, they just gave us one sink and lots of counter space. We do have two storage areas. There's a storage area down here, and here's where you're gonna find your hairdresser and extra toilet paper. So storage space wise, it does have a lot of space, but I do wish they would have put a second sink here. And the mirror is only right in front of the one single sink. Now back over here is the shower. This is the shower, and the shower is not very wide. It is longer, but it's not very wide. And it is a handheld with a shower head, but they both cannot be on at the same time. It's actually a shower head that you have to kind of finagle one of them to turn up for the shower head and down for the handheld, and then to turn it off is somewhere weirdly in the middle. And then to get it hot, it does take a good 10 to 15 minutes to get hot water to this room. So just keep that in mind. We're in like 549-ish is where we're at. And one thing to note about all of the glass doors in this room is you want to make sure that you don't let them close on their own, and that goes for the toilet door as well. Otherwise, they may shatter because they are made of glass. Next up, we're going to go take a look at the bedroom. So here we are in the bedroom. Now, one thing I will note, the bed was actually pretty comfortable for a Hilton. Typically, the Hilton beds are a little bit more on the firmer side, but I genuinely did enjoy my sleep in this bed. We did get king-size pillows for our king-size bed. We actually didn't ask for any extra pillows this go-around, which is kind of new for us. On both sides of the beds, you do have matching little side tables, I guess you could say. On Gary's side, all he had was plugs. There was no alarm clock, no phone. On my side, I had plugs and the phone, which interestingly enough only had 2 options on it. You do have matching little bedside sconces on both sides, and then we've got some interesting artwork above the head of the bed. Not really sure what feel they were going for, but it's very eclectic, very kind of mixed media to it, I guess you could say. Over here on the left-hand side, you do have some more storage with this underneath area. You've got your TV and remote. Now, you can control the TVs from your phone in this room. This room's not fully controlled from the Hilton app, but you can control the TV. At some Hiltons, you can control the air conditioning, the lights. You can order stuff, but just in this room, it's just this TV and the TV in the living room. Back over here, they put the table in the bedroom, which we thought was kind of weird. It's just a weird use of space in here. I feel like almost as if this would be better served in the living room and the couch be in here. Not really sure. It's an odd setting to the room to have the table in here as well. Back over on this corner, we do have a bit of a bench and a little seating chair. So it's kind of, the use of this room is just really strange. Did we use any of these spaces? Not really. You don't have a work desk in here. You just have that table. So keep that in mind if you're somebody who's going to be working. And then lastly, we do have a pool view in this room, and the curtains, sorry to say, are not automatic, but we did get a really nice pool view. And the pool actually is quite cute and modern, I guess you could say. It gives me very much like hotel 60s, 70s vibes. Overall though, this room was not a terrible room to sleep in, but the biggest issue that we had was that the air conditioning just didn't push all the way to the back of this unit, so this room was fairly warm at night. So do keep that in mind if you're going to book a bigger room at this hotel. Next up, we're going to go take a look at the rest of the hotel.
The view from our room, you can see the pool out there. That's pretty much all it is. We were out there yesterday looking at it. It's a little dreary today. That's what the view from our room is. And then here's what the other side looks like looking out at Knott's Berry. Here's our hallways. Kind of like checkered carpet, gray. It is a little dark in here, very Vegas-esque, I feel like. These are hallways. Hit the pull up, you go to level 4, and it's left right out of the elevator. We were supposed to get a pool room, which would be one of these mini rooms going down here. It's kind of interesting. But let's go check out the pool. Not much to it. Right behind the pool is a little rooftop area. You can't get to it, but here's the pool. It's not very big. It's pretty tiny. What do you think?
It's cute. It's very old school. Like it feels very like old hotel pool-esque where you just kind of got like a tiny little 4-square pool. But it's got a lot of like seating too out here.
There's a seating area back here with some music playing. See the pool's right there. Pretty small pool. That's kind of it. There's not much to this pool for to be such a Hilton hotel. That's what you're looking at. A legit tip, if you're thinking about renting one of the pool access rooms, these are them. So you just have a porch. It's open to everybody. And And then you still have to walk around to get into the pool. So it's not as direct access as they sell it on the website. Coming out here is the lobby. To your right is where you check in, where you pick up your valet, all that stuff. It's over there. There's the bar. There's a restaurant over this way. And they call this the Rosemary Room, and it's just kind of some hangout areas that they have around the lobby. That's kind of it. If we keep going straight and to our left, we'll hit that gym. Going into the gym. It's got these mosses up here. I got 6 treadmills, 3 ellipticals, 2 bikes, 2 row machines. That's pretty much it. Got some cold towels. They do have this private room back here. It has a bench, and then it has some dumbbells on the other side. So you got also the dumbbells in case you want to use that. It's right off the main gym area with the balls and row machines. And then you have a nice bar room with the bar and some open spaces.
Probably do like yoga or something back here too if you're inclined for that.
Check out, they got the kettlebells. And they have one of these machines, the Life Fitness ones. That's pretty much it for the gym. Not too big, and it is right off the road, so it will be noisy in here.
Well, that concludes our stay, and we're actually at our next hotel. But what did you think of this one?
So it was a Hilton, so we kind of steered out of our usual Marriott, and because I'm a Hilton Diamond member, they upgraded our room. So originally I'd booked us in a pool room, and they moved us into the 1-bedroom suite, which we thought was going to have a tub, but when we got in the room, it did not have a tub. We were a little sad about that. We had a pool view, but not like a pool access room, and overall the room was maybe like, I would say like a 6 or a 7 out of a 10. Like, it wasn't the greatest room ever, but it was kind of like mid-tier. The bed was comfortable, the pillows were comfortable, there was room service, we were close to Knott's, we were close to Disney. However, there were a few downsides.
Yeah, the room was okay, the bed was alright, comfort level. The biggest issue is get a smaller room. The air conditioner doesn't push back to the area where you sit. So if you sat on the couches, great temperature, really nice room, but that was the only thing in that room. So once you got off the couch and actually wanted to go to sleep, it was miserable. It was a good 10 degrees warmer in the back. The air really just didn't hit back there. The pool rooms, we did notice too, they advertise like you can walk right into the pool when you get a pool room. That is not the case. As you'll see when we toured the pool area, there's a fence between it, and it's a little more difficult to get there. And it's a really dark room. So overall, not a bad stay. I like the location. I just wish the air and stuff worked a little bit better.
Yeah, I think we're coming to the conclusion that Marriott is more comfortable, whereas Hilton is a little bit more about pretty aesthetics.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I would recommend it if you're looking for a hotel in Anaheim that's reasonably priced, close to Knott's, close to Disney.
So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we'll come get y'all for the next one.
Ain't that the truth? Baby Ruth.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
We just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps us reach a wider audience and helps our channel grow even further. To those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for always being there and supporting our channel. We cannot wait to take you guys on our next adventure, so we'll see you guys in the next one.